Hi students! So today I'm going to discuss about the nature of roots using this particular method called discriminant. Okay, so when we say nature of root, um, we have to find what is the characteristics of the solutions that we have. So or the roots, in other words, using this particular method called discriminant. So as you can see, this is very familiar for us because we can see it. We can see this particular formula to our quadratic formula, to our previous discussion. And today, my main objective or my intention is I want you to be able to characterize the roots using the roots of a quadratic equation using discriminant. Okay, so characterize, you will know what is the kind of roots that you have, anong uri ito. Okay, malalaman nyo kung ano-ano yung mga iba't ibang uri ng roots later on. Okay, so what is discriminant, by the way? Discriminant is the thing or the formula inside the radicand. So, as you can see, ito yun, no? Highlight ko na. So, ito yung quadratic formula natin, and the discriminant is the radicand in the quadratic formula. So, b squared minus 4ac. And we will just evaluating or plug in lang naman gagawin natin dito using quadratic equation. Okay? So, as you can see, I have a note here. We will use discriminant to determine the number of real solution of a quadratic equation because I have presented to you the different cases, no? Minsan meron tayong dalawang roots, minsan meron tayong whole number na roots, minsan meron tayong irrational number na roots, minsan meron din tayong ma-encounter na isang root lang, minsan wala. Okay? So it tells whether those solutions are actually rational or irrational numbers. So ito yung the best way para mahanap natin yun. Anong uri ng roots ba yung meron tayo? At anong method ang gagamitin natin kapag nalaman na natin ng isang uri ng or yung nature ng isang roots. Okay? So, I have here the procedure. Medyo mahaba pero pagtsagaan natin to. Okay? So, given the quadratic equation, dapat ang form niya is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. For us to be able to use this particular discriminant where a is not equal to 0. And you will just evaluate, no? Plug in lang naman natin kung ano yung formula. Kung ano yung mga value or coefficients na nakuha natin dun sa pinaka-formula natin. Okay? There are three different cases. I want you to see this. Ano yung mga three different cases natin? Case number 1, kapag ang b squared minus 4ac or what we call discriminant ay greater than 0 or mas malaki sa 0, ang sabi dito, the equation has two real solution. Dalawa ang pwede natin maging solution. Both will be rational if given a discriminant is perfect square, kapag perfect square ang discriminant natin, or irrational, ibig sabihin may irrational na sagot dito, if hindi naman po. Okay? So, yan, yung unang case. Pangalawang case is kapag naman ang discriminant natin ay equal sa 0. Okay? Kapag ganyan, the equation has only one solution. Okay? Which will be a rational number. Isang solution lang po ang pwedeng makita natin kapag ang discriminant natin ay 0. On the other hand, yung case number 3 natin, kapag ang discriminant ay less than 0 or mga negative numbers, the equation has no real solution. Okay? I'm sure we encountered this particular cases in the previous discussion. Okay? So, pinangalanan lang natin yung method na ginagamit dito to identify it. Okay, so let's have our first example. So we have to determine the number of real solution of each quadratic equation. So here we have 16x squared minus 8x plus 1 equals 0. So first things first is to identify if that is in standard form. And that is already in the standard form. And we get to find the a, b, and c. These are the coefficients. The a would be 16, this one. 8, negative 8 yung b natin, and c would be 1. And we get to use the discriminant formula. So we have b squared minus 4ac. So, ito yung nasa quadratic formula natin, right? So, we have to identify, or we have to use this one, plugging in the coefficients. So, we all the b squared, or the b would be negative 8, quantity squared, minus 4, times a, which is 16, times c will have positive 1. Okay? So, simplify natin si negative 8 squared, that is 64, positive 64. Negative 4 times 16 times 1 is negative 64 as well. Okay? So, we have minus 64 there. And we get to simplify this one. 64 minus 64 is 0. So, the discriminant would be equal to 0. Now, so what is our final analysis here? So our final, because the discriminant, let me use this symbol as because, okay? Because the discriminant, okay? Discriminant, or sometimes I use D na lang, no? Is 0, the equation has only one real solution. So this is our final analysis. Dahil ang discriminant natin ay 0, ang equation na to ay maglalabas lang ng isang real solution. If you want to check it, you can use the formula, apply this quadratic equation, and you will find only one real solution. So this is the great way to identify what kind of solution or what kind of method that we need to use using this particular method. Okay, so now number 2, or letter B. Okay, so we have to identify the discriminant or real number solution of x squared plus 2x plus 3 equals 0. So we identify the A, B, and C. The A here is 1. Ito yun. B is 2. C is 3. So we have B squared minus 4AC. B squared, we all know that is 2 squared. Minus 4 times 1. That is A. Times C, we have 3. And we get to simplify this one. 2 squared, that is 4. Minus 4 times 1 times 3, we have 12, or negative 12. 4 minus 12, that is negative 8, right? So, therefore, our discriminant is negative numbers, or negative 8. So, therefore, or because the discriminant is negative, based dun sa ating case, the equation, this is our final analysis, the equation has no real number solution. If you want to check it, just try to solve this using quadratic formula, and you get to find that there is no real number solution dahil ang discriminant natin is negative. Okay, so without further ado, allow me to have this third example. So 2x squared minus 3x equals 4. Again, we have to make it a standard form. So for us to do that, you subtract 4 both sides to basically eliminate the right hand side and make it 0. Okay, so we have 2x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay, and we have to find the A, B, and C. A would be 2, B would be negative 3, C would be negative 4. Okay, so the discriminant is b squared minus 4a and c times c. So b, which is negative 3 squared, minus 4 times 2, which is a, times c, we have negative 4. And we simplify this one. Negative 3 squared, that is positive 9. Negative 4 times 2, that is negative 8. Times negative 4, that is positive 32. And when we add them together, we have the result would be 41. And as you can see, the discriminant here is positive 41. And positive 41 is not a perfect square number. Therefore, using the case given above, the discriminant is positive. Because the discriminant is positive, you know what will happen? Yung equation natin, the equation has two irrational solutions. Go ahead and check it and you will see na may dalawang solution naman tayo. Pero irrational solutions nga lang ang lalabas dun sa ating given na equation here. Okay? So, because the discriminant is positive and that is not a perfect square number. And that's it. These are the first 3 examples for the method using discriminant. Okay, so in this particular problem, your turn. I want you to practice your skill. You have to determine the same process that we did earlier. So these 3 things. Okay, I presented you the 3 cases and I want you to find the nature of this roots of this quadratic equation. Okay, feel free to pause this video and I want you to write your solution in your notebook and the teacher will check if that is if we could see you in our classroom. Okay, these are 2.